Newly empowered Taliban militants have informed the U.S. that they are prepared to provide safe passage for civilians attempting to flee Afghanistan through an airport in Kabul, the White House said Tuesday. We intend to hold them to that commitment. A national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, told reporters amid a barrage of questions. Sullivan also said the chaotic situation makes it premature to speculate about whether it would form a government they could recognize. Taliban moved into Kabul. Thousands of Afghans rushed to the Hamid Karzai International Airport, swarming the tarmac and crowding the planes. Some fell to their deaths as they desperately tried to escape the country by clinging to an aircraft as it took off. Evacuation flights resumed at the airport on Tuesday. Sullivan said that the airfield has been secured and that the White House expects that military cargo planes departing from Kabul will hold about 300 people each on average once the flow of evacuees ramps up. Sullivan also acknowledged receiving reports of people being turned away or pushed back or even beaten by the Taliban as they try to cross checkpoints toward the airport. We promise safe passage. Motherfucker. Get Sharia, motherfucker. We are listen to this beta-ass language. We are taking that up in a channel with the Taliban to try to resolve those issues. And we are concerned about whether that will continue to unfold in the coming days. Whoa! Oh my goodness, they're taking it up the channel. I mean, they've been taking it up the fucking channel this entire time, and they're taking it up the channel again. Jesus fucking hell. Can you believe this is the most powerful government in the world, y'all. Most powerful government in the world. And then a bunch of fucking dudes wearing towels, running around, towels and bed sheets, going, and we're like, oh, we're going to run it up the channel. Which channel? Which Ahmed are you going to ask? Which one? Is it the one who, with the looted AK-47, the looted M4, the one driving around in a fucking bumper car at the amusement park they took over, or the one beating women, the one raping children? Which one are you going to do? The one fucking a camel? I don't know. I don't know which one it's going to be. Oh, which channel are you going to take it up this time? Because I'm pretty sure your one channel's pretty much plugged already. You've been taking it up that channel for a fucking while. Can you believe it? Can you believe? There you go. This is what we get. This is the Joe Biden presidency we some of us asked for, I guess. Jesus. I can't take it. What an embarrassment. Here, I got to show you guys something. This dude. Here you go. This dude is putting together a thread of all the times that the United States gets fucking cucked by the Taliban. Look at this shit. America cucked by the Taliban compilation thread. Here, I'll retweet it so you guys can see it. If you go on Twitter. This is them finding all the U.S. weapons, right? Here you go. Taliban recreating the Iwo Jima pic with their own flag and captured gear. Did you see this? Did you see this shit? They fucking Taliban spokesman got a question about freedom of speech and said the question should be asked to U.S. companies like Facebook who claim to promote it while still censoring. Here's August 15th. Her blonde hair flowing in the beautiful desert breeze. August 16th, that blonde hair properly behind hijab, you bitch. You fucking cunt. Get it behind hijab. Allah demands it. God God damn it. So that's tweet number 1. Here's tweet number 2. Al Jazeera anchor says, unlike Biden yesterday, Taliban spokesperson Mujahid took questions after his speech. Fuck. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan just said the Biden administration is relying on the Taliban to help safely evacuate American citizens in Kabul. How is this even real? Base Dinesh D'Souza doesn't trust fucking Arabs one bit. Look at the we have ice cream, infidel. You apostate asshole. Michael Tracy. This is a good dude, by the way. Michael Tracy, very interesting. I would love to interview this guy. Probably doesn't want to interview me after seeing me drunk, but good to know we'll be able to receive regular updates from the new Taliban government on Twitter, but to get updates from Donald Trump, you'll have to go elsewhere. Yep, Twitter's come out and said, by the way, Twitter's like, inshallah, brothers, we're going to keep the Taliban on here so long as they follow the rules. What is Twitter going to give election or COVID misinformation? As long as the Taliban doesn't talk about the 2020 election in the United States, and as long as the Taliban doesn't talk about COVID, the Taliban can say whatever it fucking wants on Twitter, because that's what got Trump banned. There you go. Allahu Akbar. Women would belong in kitchen if Afghanistan was advanced enough to have kitchens, but we don't. What do you do? What do you do with this shit? Taliban can stay on the platform. Taliban has seized U.S. military biometrics devices that could aid in the identification of Afghans who assisted coalition forces. Current and former military officials tell Sarah El Sirota and I. So there you go. That's nice too. That's nice too. Isn't it great? The United States, it's, again, I am not for permanent foreign engagements. I'm not for it at all. But holy fuck, how do you mess this shit up this bad? We should be leaving bombs. That's what we should be doing. You're saying, okay, we're piecing out of this country, and bombs should be falling on the old embassy building, if not other strategic targets on the way out. Joe Biden's out here. He's like, well, we got to make sure we wouldn't want to anger the newly established Afghani government. Fuck me. What are you talking about? The Taliban is Tyrone, and Afghanistan is America's 20-year-old bride. Here we go. This is a completely different story. I can't talk about the fucking Taliban too much. I get so goddamn mad. So mad at where we've gone as a country. We're too afraid to fight with the proper rules of engagement. We put our soldiers into harm's way, right? Which I disagree with. I don't want our soldiers over there. But if you're going to put them over there, take the goddamn shackles off. They put them over there, and then they say, oh, no, sorry. You can't shoot back until your buddy's brain explodes. Look, I know you're watching them plant an IED, but I wouldn't want you to shoot them. Please don't shoot them while they're putting in the IED. It would make very terrible news. Fucking blow them up. Blow them up. I want body parts flying. I want more 50 cal sniper videos. I want anti-tank rounds going through Muhammad Ahmed. I want to see the violence and devastation, and then I want us to leave immediately. What the fuck are we doing? What's a military that doesn't have guns? What's a military when you put the balls in a fucking vice? What even is it? Why even have it? Just send social workers over, right? Like with the police. Excuse me, Mr. Taliban. Would you talk to me about how you're treating your women folk? Can you imagine? Just send that. No, maybe that's what we need to do. We need to get a bunch of social studies majors, right? And some social work majors. Just grab a collection of them. Just all of them. Give them $200,000 each. Have them go do some social surveying in Afghanistan. Just send them door to door. That'll go great. That'll be perfect. Send them to all the big buildings with the razor wire fences. That'll be perfect. Send all of them over there. We don't need soldiers to do anything. Social studies majors, gender studies majors. You know, and this is fucking tragic, right? Like this is what's so depressing about this. It's really tragic. So the kids showed up to school, right? They showed up for school in Afghanistan. These little fucking kids, 6, 7 years old or whatever. La la la, Allah is great. And they show up at the door of the school and they're like, sorry, the boys can come in. All of you girls get out. And the girls are like, but we went to school last year. And they're like, yeah, Allah is great. And he thinks that you're shit. Fuck you. Oh, by the way, you get raped on the way home. Let me throw that in there. Ho, wouldn't it be good without the raping? Let's throw that in there too. Because this is the savage fucking culture we're actually talking about. And we're talking about reasoning with these people. We're talking about reasoning with the Taliban. We're talking about like economic issues with the Taliban. They literally don't care. They literally come out of caves. They're fine. Allah wills them to live in caves. They don't care if they have infrastructure. They don't care if they're riding a camel or a Datsun to their location. They don't give a shit. Because their religious priorities supersede Western convenience. We're talking about a savage fucking culture. Not Afghanistan, by the way. The Taliban. This reductionist, ultra-conservative Islamic perspective. It's absolutely barbaric. And I don't just mean in violence ways. I mean in the rejection of any modernity at all. Like any. And the thing about it is, you have to understand, the Afghan economy has been ruined since like 1977. And guess what? The Taliban is fine with that. They don't care. It's not that they are rejecting modern convenience out of some sort of principle. It's that the modern convenience is so subservient to their religious belief that if God wills them, if Allah wills them to live in the Stone Age, then they'll just live in the Stone Age. They're cool with that. They like to throw those at the gays or whatever. It's amazing. We're going to treat them like a fucking legitimate government. We're going to treat them like a legitimate government in 2021. It's not much different, in all honesty. It's not much different than treating like the Aztec or the Maya as a legitimate government, right? Well, of course we sacrifice people to the fucking sun god. How else is the sun going to rise tomorrow? Well, we wouldn't want to step on their cultural traditions. Look, we just want to understand if they're respect. Look, if they're equally, if they're killing more men than women with their sacrifices, well, then what are we gonna fucking do? As long as they're respecting the basic rights of women, we're fine. Of course, they don't respect the basic rights of women. This is basically the same thing. That's the craziness of this.